Everyone, Peter Z50 here, back with a look at this week's mail, and I think I got everything here. First of all, I got some decks. I got one from Organic Playing Cards and Riffle Shuffle. It came with passport and a passport sticker, and it also came with this, a keychain, which I forgot to show in my review, which is upcoming, but a little robot keychain, and it is the community deck, OPC community deck, 2nd edition, shiny foil. The cards themselves also have green foil. It has a numbered seal. Out of 999, I got 217. It's right in there. Not the best place for it. Embossing on the tuck and everything. It's pretty nice. The original one was orange. This one is kind of the inverse. It's green. Well, not really inverse, but it's a different color, obviously. Speaking of Riffle Shuffle, I got something from Kickstarter that's from them, and it came with some stickers, and it is the Caesar decks in blue and green. Not sure why those specific colors, but they seem to really like those colors. Pretty nice. Again, numbered seals out of 1300. Both of mine were 11 something. Speaking of Kickstarter, I got another one from Kickstarter, which is from Oxalis and Vincent. And it is the Partnope deck with a Italian theme and Naples theme. Very cool. And then I got some decks here from Playing Card Decks. It came with some extra cards as usual. This is just a B. This one is from the Black Panther from Figure 11, and this one is from the Smoke and Mirrors from Dan and Dave. That's always cool. I have to include those. And the decks I got include 2 of these new orange bicycle Metalux decks. Sadly, not centered very well, but that's typical USPCC. At least the version that I opened, the one that I opened, it's not centered well from side to side. I don't know why they can't get a better cutting equipment so that they do line up nicely and cut nicely. And I also don't know why it is that creators who get the decks printed with USPCC don't demand better quality at this point. Getting a little bit ridiculous. And I got one more from Playing Card Decks. It is the last of the Bicycle Disney decks, the Bicycle Disney 100. Celebrate 100 years of Disney. Beautiful holographic foil. Nice classic back design, very shiny. Oh, look at that. Yeah, reflecting something there. And the cards themselves are also foiled on both the faces and the backs. There's Edna. And it features a bunch of different characters, 26 to be exact, across all 4 suits. From throughout Disney history, that is 26 in color on 2 suits, and basically black and white in the other 2 suits. Very nice deck. Also, pretty limited, and seems sold out already in most places. I haven't seen it. It was at collectibleplayingcards.com and Playing Card Decks at minimum, and they were both sold out. Don't know where else you can get it. Then I have a bunch of games. First of all, I got one here that I got from a Canadian website called Dragon's Den, and it's by Amigo. Bit of a bigger game, they're all kind of a bit bigger. And by Wolfgang Kramer and this Christian store. It is Pick a Pepper, which just came out. Actually still pretty hard to find. And it's pretty cool. It's about collecting cards that have different values of spiciness from 1 to 13, and then you use those to collect victory point cards. Basically, these are you're brewing hot sauces basically to collect those. So you're playing sets of cards to collect those cards for points. Pretty interesting little game. Well, not so little. And that was from Dragon Den. I got it there because I couldn't really find it anywhere else, but it cost me a bit more for shipping than I would have liked. But the alternative was sold out. So the alternative, by the way, being Board Game Bliss, of which I got a few games. The first is from Game Rights, Super Mega Lucky Box. Super Mega Lucky Box. It seems like it has some kind of a song with it. And it's a little flip and write game. Basically bingo. But it seems really cool. Apparently it's good for teaching kids as well. Another game I got, and this one came out a couple years ago, to be exact. Well, that's not really exact, but yeah, 2021. Then there's Machikoro, 5th Anniversary Edition from Panda Source Games. To be exact, there's been a few different publishers of this game, different versions. And this one is basically drafting cards that have different buildings like cafes and bakeries and wheat fields to try and build your city and make money so that you can then produce these starting establishments. Each player has 4 starting establishments. There's a radio tower and amusement park and a couple others. And they're all they all have a cost to them. And when you can pay that cost, you flip those over and develop them. And once you develop all 4, you win the game. But you gotta make money to do that. It's pretty cool. Actually has a seal of excellence from Dice Tower. Another recommendations. This came out a number of years ago, to be exact, and this is actually the last one they had. This one came out, this version in 2019. It's the 5th anniversary, so it came out years before that. There's been a number of different versions of Machikoro. But yeah, pretty cool. Big box though. Big. And then I got one more from Board Game Bliss, which is actually a pre-order from a while ago. And from a different order, but they shipped it with this one. Still one more item on that pre-order that I'm waiting on. And this one is from Bezier Games. And it is Scram. Critters versus Campers. It's a game where you're trying to get rid of the critters from your campsites. And once you do that, you'll scram, and hopefully you're successful, basically. You're trying to have the least amount of points, basically. You can play 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or even 1 versus 2 with special rules. But yeah, seems pretty cool. I have one more game that I got this week. I got this one from Randolph, which is a Canadian company, but it also is produced by an American company, Hachette Board Games. And it is Rummy Rally, which don't think it actually means anything, but it is a modern take on Rummy, where you are collecting different number cards in 4 suits, hearts, cherries, clovers, and diamonds, to then fulfill contracts, which have victory points, and then you can get awards at the end of the game as well. I think it's excellent. I think it's a great idea, great game. Nice new version of Rummy. And I recommend checking it out if you like Rummy or Rummy type games. So that is it for this week. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time more. Thanks for watching.